Well, Dan, your guess is as good as mine. Most folks would tell you Mizzou's been out of it since their loss to Tennessee. Others still believe they could get a call from the NCAA. So basically, it's a state of flux for the Missouri Tigers, a state they don't like to be in. Obviously, a very somber locker room after the game, but the guys said they're ready to hit the court again wherever. To Busch Stadium we go. Adam Wainwright on the hill for the Redbirds. Gave up a homer in the first, but his boys backed him up. Bottom two, hey, it's Matt Adams. Takes Carlos Villanueva over the wall to right for his first homer of the season. Poise coupled with aggression is what allowed the Missouri Tigers to get back from down 10 at the half against A&M. They attacked the paint and got here to the free throw line for 30 free throw attempts, including 2 game-winning free throws by Ernest Ross with 7.3 seconds to go. This is just the start of his day. Jabari Brown, used to carry most of the load, says, hold on, I'm still the top scorer in the SEC, player. Tigers playing some defense, too. Jordan Clarkson with the jam says, don't leave me out of the highlights. Right before the half, Tigers want a little more, and they get it from Keanu Post. Folks, take a listen. That's the sound of dead silence that pierced the night sky as Tigers fans poured out of Faurot Field Saturday after a devastating clank off a goalpost signaled the end of Missouri's dreams of an undefeated season. The wound is still fresh, and fans and players alike still feel it, but Coach Gary Pinkel has the eye on the bigger picture. The Tigers are still 7-1 with a chance to win the SEC East and are number 9 in the BCS. Enough to be encouraged, right?
The Tigers snuck out an 86-85 victory against Arkansas and Mike Anderson on Thursday. KOMU-8's LC Chandler tells us the most important thing in yesterday's game was the help Mizzou got from more than just their top 2 scorers.
Like any other Mizzou game this season, junior guards Jabari Brown and Jordan Clarkson led the way at points against Arkansas. Clarkson, the number 4 scorer in the SEC, took over the second half, scoring 15 of his game-high 27 when the Tigers needed him most.
They just pressured the ball the whole game, basically just forcing me to drive. You know, they sat on my right hand a lot and made me make plays with my left, and you know, just being aggressive, really.
And Brown, the number 2 scorer in the SEC, though 14 of his 25 points came at the line, hit the game's biggest shot in the closing seconds.
Once Jordan kind of bailed out, I said, Jabari, go. And he went and made a play. And I will say this about Jabari Brown. He could not have made that play last year. He's gotten so much better going off the bounce where he was a catch-and-shoot guy.
But the real X factor for Mizzou was the extra contribution the team got from junior guard Ernest Ross, who posted 15 points and 11 rebounds.
Ernest is a big part of our success. You know, if he comes to play with his mind right like he had been I think these last 2 games, I think he's going to give us a lot.
The Tigers need Ross to become a more reliable third scoring option in the final 7 games. If he can do that, the Tigers' march for March will live on. LC Chandler, KOMU-8 Sports, Columbia.
KOMU-8 Sports.
Good evening, Mid-Missouri. I'm LC Chandler. It's time to talk sports. I promise you, we'll get back to that thrilling finish on the diamond. But first, let's go to the hardwood. Born right here in Sedalia, right in Mid-Missouri in Sedalia, Kim Anderson is one of Missouri's favorite sons. He played under Norm Stewart at Missouri, where he won the 1977 Big 8 Player of the Year with the Tigers. These days, though, Anderson's the one doing the coaching. Earlier today, he led his Central Missouri Mules into the Division II championship game against West Liberty. Mules looking for their first title since 1984. First half, Central Missouri's Dylan Deck hits the turnaround jumper, part of a 9-0 run for the Mules. Start things off later on. It's TJ White with the steal, goes the other way, gets the layup on the other end. Central Missouri up 2. West Liberty would respond. Sager Bonifant with a 3. Hilltoppers up 1. Then Cedric Harris hits the jumper, giving West Liberty a 9-point lead. That would be the biggest lead of the game. Back come the Mules, though. First, Jordan Epps knocks down the 3 from the left wing. He starts to feel it. Next possession for UCM, Preston Burns with a 3 off the screen. 1-point game. Mules were down at that half by 2. Second half, off the miss. Charles Hamrick says, "You gonna learn today." L.O. dunk. Oh, say it with your chest. 1 point game. Later, great ball movement leads to another Epps three. He finished with 11. Game tied at 60. 7 minutes to go, tied at 65. Not anymore, though. KC native Dalen Robinson hits the three. West Liberty would respond. Cedric Harris, being Cedric the Entertainer from the three-point line, he knocks it up at 68. But Robinson is feeling it, and he says, anything you can do, I can do better. The senior finished with a game-high 21 points. Anderson trying to keep the team cool. Now 2-point game, but Hammer puts the game on ice with a three, and that's it. The Mules end the championship drought, and they get the win 84-77. Back to the chaos at University Field. Last night, an 8-run third inning was all it really took for the Missouri Tigers to defeat Georgia. Today, though, it would take all 7 innings. To University Field we go. Casey Stengel on the mound for the Tigers. First inning, 2 runners on for Mizzou's Mackenzie Sykes. Singles to right, brings in Angela Randazzo. 1-0 Missouri on top. Second inning, runner on second for the Tigers. Sammy Fagan singles up the middle, brings in Taylor Gadbois. 2-0 Mizzou lead. Third inning, Georgia's Paige Wilson hits this 2-run bomb over the right wall, ties things up at 2. Things getting a little dicey. Fourth inning, Stengel goes back to work trying to prevent a run. Batter hits a sac fly, and they don't prevent the run. Nija Griffin beats the throw at home. Bulldogs go up 3-2. That would be the score all the way until the bottom of the 7th. Gadbois, what you gonna do? How about a leadoff chopper over the shortstop's head? Then next batter, Gadbois steals second, tying run in position later. Angela Randazzo rips one down the left field line. That would score Gadbois. Game tied at 3. Then with runners on first and second, Mackenzie Sykes does this. Belts one over the left field wall. Over the wall, touch them all. Mizzou rallies to score 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th to win in walk-off fashion. Final score 6-3. Big win for Missouri and Coach Aaron Earlywine. Over on the men's side, hey, there's former Auburn Tiger and Kansas City Royal Bo Jackson watching this Tiger-on-Tiger matchup. Mizzou looking for the sweep over Auburn. Bottom first, Dan McTomshay with an RBI single through the right side. Jordan Ebert crosses the plate. 1-0 Auburn. Top 3, 2 on for Missouri, and Logan Pearson squibs one just past the second baseman. Jack Ring scores the tie to tie the game. 2 batters later, Dylan Kelly with the runners going. Singles to left. Eric Anderson scores. Missouri takes the lead 2-1. Got a little thing going in the third, but Auburn would get to Missouri ace Brett Graves. Bottom 4, 2 on, nobody out. Keegan Thompson singles through the hole in right. Blake Austin scores. Game tied at 2. Then 2 batters later, J.J. Schaefer bloops one into the middle of no man's land and right. Daniel Roberts scores, giving Auburn the lead. Next batter. This looks like it should be the double play to get Graves out of the inning, but it deflects off him. Everybody's safe. Auburn takes a 4-2 lead. They would add 3 runs on that in the 6th and defeat Missouri 7-3. But Missouri will get the series win, taking 2 out of 3 over Auburn. And for those of you still watching the NCAA tournament with a gleeful twinkle in your eye and not with an angry look of disgust because your bracket is in dead last in your pool like mine is, the Florida Gators and the Wisconsin Badgers both punched their tickets tonight to the Final Four in Arlington, Texas. And that's it for sports. More KOMU-8 news at 10 after this.